Alkebulan TV, the mother of mankind.
Hi viewers, welcome to Alkebulan TV, and I'm your host, Katana Joshua. Today we are going to talk about an interesting topic, and that is the Alkebulan TV. Now, I am with the CEO of Alkebulan TV, the brains behind this. I would have called him Mr. Alkebulan, but he is Mr. Kazibwe Moses. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Joshua.
Welcome.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Kazibwe, I'd like to pose a question. Where did you get the name Alkebulan? What does this word mean?
Thank you, Joshua, and viewers all over Africa. The word Alkebulan means Africa, the mother of mankind, the beginning of all human nature. Yes.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Now, talking of that television, from what I heard, it's a Pan-African television.
Yes, right.
What inspired you to start this Pan-African television?
Thank you, Joshua, and viewers also. In fact, what inspired me to start Alkebulan TV, there are 1 or 2, 3 things. One, we've been left behind. Yet, all human nature were born in Uganda, a country born in Africa. Now, we have a lot of resources in Africa, but the wise men are trying to leave us behind for us not to know what we have today, that we carry gold and everything in Africa. So that's how I say, okay, can't we also have something like Alkebulan TV to promote our interests as Africa, not as Uganda, but as Africa? Because if we have a platform that is like Alkebulan TV to promote our interests as Africans, minus putting the sicknesses in Africa, riots in Africa, wars in Africa. So Alkebulan is here to save the African image. Yes.
So when did this idea come to you, and how long did it take to implement it? Probably to say, when did Alkebulan start?
Thank you. We started this television in last year, 2023, around April. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Kazibwe. But I would like you to clarify what makes Alkebulan TV different from other television. What exactly is it handling, showing to Africa?
The brand, yes.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Joshua, our brand is agriculture, tourism, culture, and trade. Those 4 things. You will not see riots of any sort of an African country. This is what I started with. We shall not bring the old clothes to the front side of the house, so that we smear the better jelly to our faces of Africa, for Africa to look good. Yes.
That is very good. Now, I believe a leader of a country is going to watch this today or tomorrow or any other day. What message do you have to this leader of a specific country in Africa that is going to help Africa unite as one government?
Yes, thank you. We do have AU, African Union, but you see, I think the preaching is on, but still there is a gap that we are missing. I can give you an example. Here where we are seated in our head office in Kampala, you can just walk from Uganda to DRC Congo. DRC Congo is one country that imports all its sorts of food and home items from Brazil. Yet Uganda has all that Congo needs for daily use. Congo Brazzaville, same. These guys are getting even a small thing like maize flour from Brazil to Africa. So this platform is going to help. Actually, the leaders should also open up by not looking at only buying transport airplanes, they should also look at buying cargo planes to be actually among the priorities. That if Uganda has this, can it reach to Congo at a time that Congo needs it? We look at those aspects for us to move forward. We don't leave a gap. Like I advise the leaders of Africa that don't leave a gap. Actually, they have created, like, for example, our country, Uganda, the president has tried to create so many organizations, export promotion board, to bring these things to limelight so that people know what can I find in Uganda and where is it found, blah blah blah, etc. But our people are not doing it to maximum, so that Africa becomes stronger. Now, if any leader that is watching this episode, let us wake up as Africa. I know our leaders have direct connections, telephones, and to state. Congo, what do you need? Meat and fish. Okay, Uganda, do we have this? Yes. Even we shall increase on our farmers. Uganda is based on agriculture. So we only singing only one thing. We don't sing about posho, maize flour. We don't sing about beans, posho, cabbage, tomatoes, etc. But we talk about coffee, which only gives $240 million to a whole country. Yet almost you find every home has a plant of coffee in Uganda. So $240 million to the input we put in is really, we are getting zero. So let us focus on things that if Joshua has a fish pond, let him be supported by government, and then we supply this fish to Congo. Let us do things like as if there is no tomorrow. Whenever we go to these people in the Western world, they don't rest. Africans we love resting, and it is a habit that is built in us by the Western world. You know how they did it? They knew that we are new to money, and then since we are new to money, there must be a disco somewhere, a bar somewhere. Once you get your earning, in the evening it will go to happen elsewhere. So I don't believe in that. I believe in working. So we need to change that mindset. Yes, as Africa.
Okay. Now I see Africa as one big family. From the points you have stated, I would like to ask a question. Alkebulan TV, how do you plan to sustain its activities to reach this goal that you have set?
Thank you. In fact, we engaged embassies that are in Uganda, have presences in Uganda. So many embassies, even at the launch of Alkebulan, they came. Actually, we launched it in December on the 8th. Many embassies sent their representatives to watch the launch of Alkebulan, the great TV, because they looked at that word and everyone said, oh, this is African, Pan-African, so we must attend. So what I say in this is, when an African country engages with us on Alkebulan, shall be paying some subscription fee, and this money will not come to my pocket. This money will go back to the same country, because we are going to employ the youth in that country that are going to do data collection, videoing, etc. Of what is happening in that country. So we would have helped this country to employ its people, and we all develop together. Yeah, it's not about how much we are going to make, but how much are we going to impact lives and the youth and the people of Africa. Yes.
Now this is good. Thank you so much, Mr. Kazibwe. I believe this is really good information, and everyone needs to watch it. I want to believe that you and I have actually learned something, and please pass it on to the next person, because here we are changing Africa one step at a time, and I believe when we come together, we can really make this happen. We can make Africa become one.
And simply how to do it is let all leaders of Africa, if at any level, once you watch this episode, just know that you are concerned about what we are speaking here.
True,
Don't
true.
let it go because it is for leaders, presidents, what. Even me myself, I'm not even an LC1 chairperson, but I feel I must put a stone to my African continent to change it for a better continent. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kazigwe.
Okay.
I want to thank you once again for being here.
Yeah.
And I believe you are doing a great work. And I believe Alkebulan TV is going to do better and better every day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for hosting.